So the question is, why is Jimmy Butler just so good in the playoffs? Now, I went back and I looked at some statistics, and if you look at his regular season scoring average, he basically usually averages around 22 points a game. In the playoffs, Jimmy Butler has been averaging 29 points a game. Something else happens in the playoffs as well. Jimmy Butler has some huge games, which is something that he doesn't really do often during the regular season. To support that, he actually has had 6 games over 40 points in the playoffs in the last couple years. The last time he scored over 40 points in an NBA regular season game, you got to go all the way back to 2017. So what happens with Jimmy Butler in the playoffs that makes him so good? And I'm going to start by sort of attributing to Jimmy Butler what happens with a quarterback in the National Football League. Not a rookie quarterback, but a quarterback that actually is able to slow things down, like a really great quarterback that in their second or third season in the National Football League, they suddenly get it. A light goes on in their head and they're able to read the defenses. Now, when you watch the footage that we're running and you see Jimmy Butler play, that is exactly what he's doing. He's actually reading the defenses and he's using what the defenses are giving him to his advantage. You notice that Jimmy Butler is almost always trying to find his spot. Now, we've heard about players having their spots, but for Jimmy Butler, it doesn't really seem to matter. It seems as if he'll take the spot that the defense is going to give him. Look, Jimmy Butler is not just a good shooter. He's shooting 47% from the mid-range, which just makes him lethal when you consider that. But he's not just a good shooter, but he's also a good all-around team leader. He is the general, if you will. He's the guy that pumps everybody up and is willing to tell the truth about what's happening with a team. So when Jimmy Butler takes the court, he's not only scoring, but he's also getting the rest of his team involved. And that, my friends, is what makes Jimmy Butler so unbelievably dangerous in the playoffs. And that's when you turn on your television set at the end of May, it seems as if Jimmy Butler is almost always there. You know, take injuries out of the equation, and Jimmy Butler and this current Miami Heat team have an absolutely legitimate chance at making it to the NBA Finals now, and an even bigger chance, if you will, of doing some damage once they get there. Jimmy Butler is a playoff genius. All right, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to the House of Takes yet, please go ahead and do so. And of course, like this video. For the House of Takes, I'm Dave DeBaugh, wishing you all a tremendous rest of your sports viewing day.